Mr. Executive, Rod Serling is here, and he's acting surprisingly normal.
Oh, just send him in.
Mr. Executive, have I got some news for...
Rod, just stop. Drop the act. I know you're here to pitch some crazy new holiday or tell me all about your family or talk about astronauts, but I don't want to hear it. All I care about right now is the next episode.
The exact topic I was here to discuss.
What? Really?
That's right. I'm here to tell you that I'm done making the Twilight Zone.
Done making? You have to do the Twilight Zone.
I can't. No, I've lost everything I own, plus creative control of the show. Lost it all after a thrilling night at the casino. I thought Lady Luck was by my side, but it seems the only company I had that night was the Mistress of Misfortune.
Rod, how could you bet control of the Twilight Zone at the casino? How would they even take that as collateral? And wait, who's got control now? Oh, how could you do this to me, Rod? Oh, God.
Now. Just calm down. Calm down. Boop. Here. Breathe into this. The show is in safe hands.
Okay. Just tell me who it is. Maybe we can work something out. And, hey, where'd this bag come from? Why does it have your... Oh, God.
That's right. Not a bag. A patented Serling's Day Rod Serling mask. And allow me to introduce you to the new showrunner for the Twilight Zone. Me, the new Rod Serling.
You! But you said you lost control.
Of course, when I said that, I was speaking as the old Rod Serling, the one who lost his home and children's college fund. They wouldn't actually take the show as collateral. Believe me, I tried. But after losing everything else, I decided to turn over a new leaf, give up gambling, be a better writer, and become a whole new man, which is me, new Rod Serling.
New Rod Serling is replacing the old Rod Serling. So, nothing's different.
Well, for my family and your immune system, things are radically different. For the show, no, not at all.
Boop. Dolores, tell the CDC to get down here again quick. Same as last time. Tell them I think I'm already feeling the first symptom.
Would that be the shakes and the blood sweats, sir?
No, that's later. It usually starts with the fever.
They irritate the irritated, flex perplexities, poise puzzles, magnify mysteries, impose inquiries, and coagulate quandaries. But more importantly, they ask one question.
Why would you make this?
Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for listening. This is Why Would You Make This, the only podcast to meekly sit by watching his partner make awful financial decisions, leaving you to ask the question, why would you make this? I am Jimmy Time. I'm joined by my co-hosts, Huge. How you doing today?
I do be good. How do be...
Doobie doobie doo. Doobie. We're also joined by Jade Elder Wagwan.
Wagwan.
All right, we watched The Fever, the 27th episode of the first season of the 1960.
right.
Nope.
Right from the start.
Oh, God damn it. The 17th.
Yo, it is like an inconvenient superpower.
It really is. It is amazingly awful to have this in my life. So we watched the 17th episode. I'm so glad that wasn't the truth hour. We watched the 17th episode of the first season of the 1960s Twilight Zone, which first aired January 29th, 1960, where a man catches gambling fever from a slot machine, which he believes is calling his name. Yeah, we should really only use the IMDb description for episodes.
Yeah,
because those are A, so accurate,
Yeah.
and B, never give anything away.
There's at least a little mystery there.
Yeah. So, once again, segment 3 is dead. Things are not lost in translation. I don't even know if we had a hot debate last episode. Hot debate rebate's also dead.
Hot debate
I'm
rebate.
pretty sure that hot debate was about whether or not...
Yes, are you responsible for the drunk hitchhiker you set loose upon the world?
Yes. If you abandon your child.
Or a hitchhiker.
Yeah, or a hitchhiker.
Are you responsible for the chaos?
If you abandon your child or childlike adult. Again, nobody answered. Because this show is... So we're going to move on to the Truth Hour. Sometimes the truth is silent.
But not this time.
Taruda! Taruda!
Look out! It's coming for us!
Oh my God, that's the truth!
I seen the truth before, but that's the truth!
Oh, look at that truth!
Truth!
Oh no, it's one of them machine gun truths. I heard about them.
He's coming back with a bigger one! Oh my God, he's hurting women and children with the truth!
Oh God, this is one of those moments where I can think about my own mortality.
The truth!
Sponsored by Geritol.
The Truth Serum. So, January 26th, Belgium agreed to grant its African colony in the Belgian Congo independence, setting a date of June 30th, 1960, and elections to be held in May. Wow.
And in that colonialism, it only took...
How brave and noble of them to give those people they conquered their lives back.
after they took all the resources.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And it's so nice of them to plan it for 5 months in the future.
Look, we're going to give you back your stuff, but, I mean, we're going to need just enough time to take everything out.
Right, and manipulate the soon-to-be instilled politicians, right?
Yeah.
How long does it take to overthrow an existing government and establish a coup? 5 months? Right, we will give you your independence in 5 months.
Look, we've all been there when somebody borrows our DVD of Season 2 of Battlestar Galactica, and they're like, oh, hey man, can you give that back? You've had it for like 6 years. And they're like, well, I'm totally getting around to it now. Just give me like 5 more months, and then like I'm just going to watch it, and I'll give it back to you. And you're like, all right, I guess.
You know what? The struggles of colonialism is remarkably similar to loaning people DVDs. You're right.
Right. It's like, that's my stuff. Why
Yeah.
can't I have... You want my stuff.
I mean, it's not even a Blu-ray where you can't scratch it. It's a DVD, and I know you're going to scratch it.
Yeah,
Like, I feel you're going to scratch it.
And you could have just said no, but, you know.
But you did it because you wanted to talk to somebody about Battlestar Galactica.
Oh. I thought you were going to say because, like, they just showed up and took over your land and took the Battlestar Galactica DVD.
Well, I mean, there's slight deviations in the two analogies.
Yeah, okay. I could see...
Or in the analogies.
I can see how it's a little imperfect.
Yeah.
I'm so hardcore visualizing this argument going into like a Mentos commercial. Like, ooh, I'll take the Mentos, and now I know how to stop the uprising. Do-be-do-do-do-do-do-ah.
Stop the uprising.
When colonists want back their life.
Just give a Battlestar DVD. What? Hold on. We got all this messaging wrong.
Fresh don't matter. So, January 27th, 31 people were trampled to death in Seoul, South Korea, when a crowd surged forward to catch a train. A train!
Yo!
Like with their hands? like 31 people were like, we got this, yo! And then...
They all leaned forward to stop the train, and some people just got a little too ambitious, and 27 people just fell in front of the train.
Oh, I thought it was like some crazy mathematician was like, I figured it out. The sudden lurching forward force of 31 people is equal to the force of a train, and we can stop it.
Oh, I wonder how many people. could stop the train? It'd have to be a couple hundred people.
Like in a row, or
No, not like lined up, like single file, because that wouldn't work. It had to be like a pile.
like one center mass of human?
Yes.
Like a brick wall of human,
Yeah.
but in
Yo.
an amorphous blob form.
I honestly think the straight line might be a little more efficient.
Well,
mean,
here's the thing.
Tell it to the person who's first.
Honestly, here's the thing. Does your train have a cattle catcher on it?
Hot debate!
Hot debate! Would your train have a cattle catcher if you were going to hit 31 people with it?
Well, wait, hold on. Are we trying to stop the train?
Well,
Because if we're trying to stop the train, I'm ditching the cattle catcher.
the train's not going to stop itself, so I don't know what we're even talking about here.
I mean, look, the brake line is there, but then I gotta get up and pull it.
No, that's
You want me
the
to
truth.
get up when there's all these bodies I can put in front of this damn train?
That is the truth. Trains will not stop themselves. He said it, and that is the truth.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, they don't stop themselves. You gotta just throw cows in front of them every time. That's what the cattle catcher's for, so you don't ruin the cow every time. It catches it,
It just
and
bounces
slows
off.
the train down. Oh, the train is scared of cows. That's how it is, and it backs off. It's like, whoa. It's like in cartoons when you see like a mouse show up and the elephant's like, oh, and it picks up its skirt.
I mean, really, all the cattle catcher is, it's like putting blinders on a horse. It's so the train can't see the cows.
But from under,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
taller than the
Yeah.
cow. January 28th, China and Burma, now Myanmar? That's fine.
Myanmar.
Myanmar.
No, it's Myanmar.
Myanmar.
No,
Yeah,
that
you said it. So
Yeah.
it
Yep,
is the
that's
it
country
is.
of
what it
Myanmar.
is. They changed that name. Signed an agreement specifying a boundary between the two nations.
They finally figured it out.
Finally figured out what a border is. Good for them.
This squiggly line.
January 28th. 2 things in one day. Shut up. The NFL expands. Oh, that makes sense. One's in America, one's in China. That's okay. That's good. That's like basically 2 days. The NFL expands for the first time since 1949, adding the Dallas Cowboys. What, for 1960?
For the 1960 season.
Oh, and Minnesota Bay for the 1961 season. Oh,
Hey, what else happened around that time?
I don't know. What?
No, I mean anything else, like on January 29th?
Oh, on 29th, did something else happen? Yeah. American Olympic diver Greg Louganis is born.
Damn, I was fucking so 100%. I'm like, I have to know how he's going to pronounce Greg Louganis.
Louganis, yeah. Although,
Damn.
to be fair, after seeing that, I have learned that his name is Greg Louganis and not Greg Lou Gaines.
Oh, like Davey Boy Smith?
Yeah, I thought he had 3 names, yeah.
Oh. No, I like Lou Gaines.
Oh, that's what you're into? You're into a Lou Gaines?
Yes. Luged.
Lou Gaines.
A luged anus.
Lou Gaines. I love me a anus, but I like me a Lou Gaines.
Yo, you gotta fucking just lug on it first, and then
Oh,
that anus is...
boy, I am glad there's a table here, because I am
Remember that
getting
scene in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey where they fucking hocked the loogie on their dead robot anuses?
It was weird. Why do you even build a robot anus? I mean, I know. Well, I would do it.
Where are you going to put all your robot poop? Like, you didn't make robot poop? Why you made a robot for if you did? All right, my birthday, Dot Ninja. Not much has changed. You're still a female, born in the territory of southern Japan, a little more north this time, in 1725. And again, you were a digger undertaker.
All women used to do would dig graves.
Yeah, because the men would kill themselves in war. Of course they were. Yeah.
Who else is gonna dig the graves?
I don't know.
Just leave them on the battlefield. What do we need graves for?
Yeah. Just bury him where you find him.
No, don't even bury them. Oh my god. Yo,
Leave
The
him.
insult.
Okay,
Yo.
sure.
imagine you're like, hey, I died. You know what you should do? Work for my body. Like, you deal with this.
Now, do you still put a tombstone just next to them? They're just there.
I don't know, man. Throw me in the ocean or something. Just let me float off.
That's how you get trash in the ocean. You got to think about conservation.
Feed the whales.
Feed the whales.
Oh, that's a good point.
feed the whales. Throw your corpses in the ocean.
And then we get to deal with that bloodthirsty whale.
Wait, did you just change save a horse, ride a cowboy to save a whale, throw a corpse in the ocean?
Look, man. Some of us are environmentalists here.
You tell me what whales eat.
Yeah.
Could be people, I don't know.
Yeah.
The fuck is krill?
Ever read Pinocchio? Or the Bible? Because guess what?
There's whales in it. And that was the point he was making.
Yep. And they eat people. I mean, that was more the point. But yes, there are whales.
We all do that. That's not really a big deal. Also, psychological profile is, once again, you were a person with huge energy, good in planning and supervising. If you were a garbage man, you were chief garbage man.
Real ambitious
Or,
gravediggers.
Chief corpse thrower into the ocean. And lesson you learned in your past life was you learned to understand all things in joyous heart and
all
you bring a
life
great
gets-
spirit.
Put a smile on your face while you dig a hole for that corpse.
That's so great.
Isn't like great the way you work hard and then just end up in a hole?
Well, that doesn't... Life is just a series of holes, huh?
Yeah.
You come out of a hole, you work your way out of a hole, you're stuck in a hole, and you die in a hole. And the whole time you're just holding on to something. Hope that you'll find a hole.
Which brings us to our next sponsor, Sad Graham Cams.
Sad grab caps.
You can fill their moist, supple holes with your money. Only at Sad Graham.
You tell us how to pronounce it.
You tell us.
Sadgrabcams.com.
My dyslexia is airborne!
It's gone airborne.
It's gone.
You pretend to be a
Viral.
co-op, or are you trying to be a co-op?
You asking me if I was a co-op
A
domicile?
co-op.
Like, what? Are you trying to rent me out by, like, the month? Like, what are you...
Oh, this is never gonna get aired.
Well, now it is. What are you talking about? You jerk. All right, let's move on to the best hour.
Our
favorite
favorite hour.
The Troy McClure Hour. Oh, hello, I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from such cautionary gambling tales as John Woo presents Scratch Off, or Let It Ride 2, oh no. Today, we're here to talk about responsible addiction. Yeah. Nobody forgot
I like how
anything.
you're able to read the invisible text.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you can't read the visible
No.
text.
So, this episode was directed by Robert Flory. Good old Flory, he's back again. He directed Perchance to Dream.
Oh, yo.
That's where the whole episode was a lie.
Yep. Just like, they're all lies.
They're all lies, yeah. We have Everett Sloan, who played Gibbs. Probably Frank Gibbs is the guy's name. Yo, Delta, did you do anything with this script? Like, you drunkenly wrote this shit up in the middle of the night.
What is Franklin's written in there just real small.
And behind some other words.
Everett Sloan plays Franklin Gibbs. You remember him from things like the 1941 Citizen Kane, the 1947 Lady from Shanghai, or various voices on the 1964 cartoon series Johnny Quest. He died in 1965. Vivian Janis, probably right, plays Flora Gibbs. You'll recognize her from the 1954 TV series Father Knows Best, or as various roles in the 1959 TV series Wagon Train. She died in 1988. Next we have William Kendis, who plays Henson. There were only two characters in the show. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Well, I was like, oh, Henson, that must be the floor manager. But then there's another character billed as floor manager, and I was like, I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, I don't... The hotel owner? I don't know.
Look at
Whatever.
that. Oh, you know what? The slot machine.
Yeah,
It was named Henson.
Of course. You recognize him from the 1959 Ann Southern Show, the 1961 Michael Shane. There's a Y in there. It's not Shane, it's Shane. Those are 61 TV series. Or various roles in 1966 Bewitched. You can see the full cast and crew at imdb.com. Let's start the episode. Vegas, nighttime. We see a bunch of hotels and casinos fade in and out of each other. We get things like the Silver Slipper, El Rancho Vegas Hotel, the Thunderbird Hotel. We also see chips and gambling and dice and cards all just fading in and out of each other.
It's kind of a similar intro to, what was the other
The
episode?
Four of Us Are Dying?
The Four of Us Are Dying.
Right.
But it felt like, oh, this is how the montage is supposed to look.
Yeah, well, probably because...
They learn from their mistakes.
No, well, these are all real places.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't fake the weird signage hanging all different... Yeah, these are all real Las Vegas hotels. I wasn't sure. I looked it up to see if they were, and they really are all real Las Vegas hotels. It was kind of funny. I thought, the Thunderbird Hotel changed its name to the Silverbird Hotel. Then the El Rancho that we saw burned down, and the Silverbird Hotel changed its name to El Rancho. What? And apparently that is a common occurrence, or at least for the time, because the Silver Slipper was originally called the Golden Slipper because there was already another hotel called the Silver Slipper.
Wow.
So the Golden Slipper bought them out, closed them, and then changed their name to the Silver Slipper.
It really must just be, well, we just hope people show up confused and
Yeah, like we're just
gamble
gonna,
here by mistake.
It's like they do, like there's no copyright law in China, so it's probably like that. Like we'll just call things Batman, and then people who like Batman will buy this Power Ranger with points on his head. Like
I would.
I do. I love all of those.
They're great.
You want the Power Rangers? All right, well, here's the, Power Squad. And it's one, Gold Ranger, even though there's no Gold Ranger, and Superman. And
look, Iron Man and Godzilla.
And Chewbacca, yeah.
We fall for that shit here, too. How many times have you gone in and seen,
That's
Alien
what I'm saying.
versus Hunter or Transmorphers?
Yo,
great.
I got a Roku now, and there's, a free TV channel, and one of them is nothing but Asylum movies, which are the bad, knockoffs. And they're just bad. They're not even enjoyable.
No,
bad.
it is
Just
100%.
regular bad.
It is 100% the thing you were saying. We hope to gain money off confused people. That is 100% what those movies are about.
Yeah,
easily.
Their market base is 100% confused grandmas buying the wrong thing for little Timmy.
Sad grab cams.
Grab cams.
You give them money and they spend it on movies. bad movies.
Well,
for their grandson.
I think this is the movie about the robots little Johnny wanted, Transmorphers. I'll just spend the last of my money on this and eat cat food instead. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Yo, I saw one of those, green text stories on the internet.
Yeah.
I pray it was fake, because it was villainous. It was like this lady comes into my game store and she's like, I want that new game, the COD, whatever, the COD. He's like, oh, there's no game called COD. He must want Jimbo Jones's Bass Fishing game. And she was like, okay, I guess I'll get that. And he's like, we got a special going on, 3 for the price of 2 or whatever. And she's like, okay, I'll get that. And then he opened all 3, so they couldn't return them. Yo, I was like, I'll kill this man right now where he stands. Villainous!
Yo, for real, I remember the first time ever feeling guilt.
It was last week. Boy, howdy, let me tell you.
And it was, I don't remember what birthday it was, but some birthday or Christmas, my aunt and uncle got me for the PlayStation 1, A Bug's Life. And I was like, who the fuck? Bitch, I want to play Grand Theft Auto and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It's like I made a Bug's Life, and I was like, oh, but they spent money on this, and I have to appreciate it and like it. And I played it out of guilt.
Sometimes when your parents, when you're a kid, and they mess up and they get you the wrong thing, sometimes it's at the time it's this is disappointing. But then looking back, it's that's fucking hilarious. My dad, I was really sick when I was 8. This was 94. And all I wanted for the Super Nintendo was
a cure.
He's a ghost now. That's the twist.
That's the twist.
Goodbye, everybody.
You can find me in a graveyard. All I wanted was Pitfall: The Mayan Legacy for the Super Nintendo. That's all I wanted, was just to jump on ropes over alligators' mouths in a platformer.
That's what I want.
What I got was Pit Fighter, which was the now banned Super Nintendo game that was kind of like Mortal Kombat meets Thrill Kill, and it was just like people like chopping each other's heads off.
Yeah, great, wonderful.
Yeah, those are good times.
Yeah,
And you never got that cure.
Nah.
I don't know. I
still
don't
an
think I
asshole.
ever got mistake presents like that. I would just get weird presents from people,
Yeah.
like one of those mold your own fist clay things.
Yo,
You ever
I'm
seen
so
one of
happy
those?
he went with fist.
I mean, I know what I was gonna use it for, but I figured it wouldn't work.
Yo. Mold your own fist?
Dude, it was it's like a weird thing where you
Yeah, I
stick
know it's
something
a
in and
weird
mold
thing.
it in, and I was like, what is the point of this? I don't get it.
I know what the point of it is, too.
Yo, where is the fist?
Yeah.
Oh, I never used it, so I presumed all the powders went bad and I threw it out. Yeah. One time I got an Albert Einstein action figure. I don't know why, but I still have it. I didn't throw that thing out. It couldn't expire. There were no powders to expire.
Yeah.
So I kept it.
The powders expired.
Got a Chinese tea set once.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I was supposed to do with that.
That dry powder probably dried out.
All right, so anyway, a casino manager, Mr. Hanson, I guess, I don't know if that's true, and a photographer welcome Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs. They take their photograph, and Mrs. Gibbs is excited, but Mr. Gibbs just doesn't care.
Yeah, he
He's
doesn't.
really bothered by the whole thing. They won a contest, and that's why they're here, and they have unlimited credit. So,
Have fun.
good luck.
But it must be like food credit, right?
Yeah, it can't be,
Like-
because then you would just win the money.
Yeah.
And that's not what happens here. Spoiler.
I figured it's like unlimited. Well,
Yeah, food and drink and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's like unlimited drink credit, maybe show credits and stuff like that.
Here's a hot tip. If you ever go to a hotel and oh, look, get $50 free, food credits. Do not use it at the restaurant. Use it at room service. You get more bang for your buck, and you get dope-ass room service.
Plus, you don't have to interact with anybody.
Yo, it's the best.
What?
Oh.
Opening narration. Mr. and Mrs. Franklin Gibbs. 3 days and 2 nights, all expenses paid at a Las Vegas hotel, won by virtue of Mrs. Gibbs' knack with a phrase. But unbeknownst to either Mr. or Mrs. Gibbs is the fact that there's a prize in their package. Neither expected nor bargained for. Sorry. In just a moment, one of them will succumb to an illness worse than any virus can produce. A most inoperative, deadly, life-shattering affliction known as the fever. We close up on a slot machine that lands on 3 oranges and coins come out. Franklin and Flora Gibbs take in the casino, and Flora's very excited, while Franklin's just like, this is an immoral hellhole.
Oh, it's look at all these people gambling away their money. Let's go back to the morality of Jesus and the Bible and good old America.
Yeah, just things that taste sour. A woman wins the slot machine, about $1,000 jackpot. Flora is amazed and sneaks over because for some reason, despite all the alarms going off, Franklin is looking hard in the other direction at just anything else. So she's like, oh, did you see? No. Sneaks over. And indeed, that's what's happened when she got close. Yeah, I won. And so Flora wanders over to another machine and puts a nickel in, and right as she puts it in, Franklin grabs her hand and goes, no, you're insane. You're wasting your money and your life, and you're not mature enough for the serious rigors of financial prosperity. He, it's just like, yo, I don't even...
This is exactly what I thought would happen. I gave you a nickel, and no sooner do you try to spend it.
I never.
what did he think was going to happen when they got a trip to a casino?
Yeah.
Oh, and he's like, I fucking indulge you by coming out to this free trip,
And you spend money.
and you fucking... You trying to waste a nickel.
I'll bury you in a basket. You get nothing from me. Right, she's like, okay, you're right, Franklin. I won't play anymore. But the nickel is already in, so you mind if I... And he's like, yeah, go ahead. Ching! Loser. She loses. And Franklin's like, well, I'm going back to my room. And just leave. He doesn't even, well, it's okay. He's like, well, I am now going back. To everyone.
Yes, proven right in front of the woman again.
I, Franklin Gibbs, the first of my name, head back to my hotel room.
Yeah, so he heads back to the hotel room, but on his way, a drunken man slowly just falls on top of him. He's like, come here, Mac, here, take this coin. He puts the coin in his hand, and you play this slot machine. He takes his hand and forces his hand to put the coin in the machine.
No, this guy had to have been, I was thinking about it, the original annoying drunk guy on television.
Yeah, right?
He had to be the first one, and
Head, buddy.
The
everyone
voice
has
and-
copied that since that guy. That guy,
He was a trendsetter who
Yes.
made nothing of his life.
he's dead now.
Also, well, they're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dead. Even us on the inside.
Is this the only way Rod...
Oh, man. Oh, you were saying something, right?
this is
That
the
didn't
best,
hurt.
best way Rod Serling could think to get this dude to gamble is have a drunk guy literally force his hand into gambling.
Yeah, apparently so.
All right. Yeah, just making sure he's the writing genius we all
Yeah, he sure is. And the guy's like, go ahead, just do it. Pull the lever. I gotta go back. The little lady's calling me. Or the little
bitch.
woman, yeah. And he leaves, and Franklin's just like cautiously like, and Flora's like, yeah, do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he pulls the handle and 3 cherries, and he wins some dollars. Flora's like, oh my God, you're so lucky. And he's like, now you'll see, I'm going to be mature. That's it, mature, and put these coins, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all these coins in my room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, and I'll be mature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, he just keeps over and
I
over
love
again.
that he wins the jackpot. Like, it's not even like the bullshit jackpot. He wins like the bing, 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 and it's like 4 coins spit out. It's like $2.
Yeah, it was nothing.
This is how a responsible man gambles.
Right. Now put it back in my room, and then that'll be that. That'll be the end of
to
that.
the money.
I want to shave before dinner, so let's go. Let's go back to the room. Oh, did I leave any coins there? No,
No.
let's go back to the room.
Isn't that crazy? Motherfuckers just used to wear suits everywhere and just shave before dinner. Yo, holy shit, people had nothing to do.
Times a day did men shave,
Yeah.
honestly. 2? That's too much.
Yo, 1 is too many.
1 a week when you start to feel embarrassed about yourself.
Yeah.
When people will no longer look you in the eye, that's when you're like, all right, maybe I should do some personal grooming.
And even then,
Yeah. And even then, you're like, all right, well, how long am I going to be out interacting with people?
I mean, less interaction, the better. Maybe I should let it go.
Yeah. Wait a minute, you tell me if I stop taking care of myself, people will just leave me alone? Holy shit, what is the downside?
Oh, it's no socks.
Oh,
That's what it is. They take your socks away.
they take your
Socks
socks.
away.
They take your socks, push you out on the street, tell you you're on your own.
Yep, that's what it is. So they leave, and the drunk guy staggers back to the machine and puts in another $1, and he wins, and money comes out. And when it comes out, you hear a voice go, Franklin.
Well, it's more like Franklin.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, dude, are you kidding me? This was so much less Field of Dreams and so much more like a literal like truck, like a truck horn.
I don't know,
Franklin.
dude. I mean, that was not my experience. I thought it was really whispery.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they invented the robot. Like,
No.
they really invented the
It was like
talking robot.
Franklin.
No, that is not how I heard it at all.
It might be time to rewatch
Yo,
this again.
dyslexia affects the ears too? What?
Maybe there was 2 sounds, and I heard one, and you heard one.
It sounded like a coin
there was a
going in,
lie.
and it was like. Franklin.
Nah, dude. They was legit. They were like, Franklin.
Well, yo, hold on.
It's like, Franklin. Yeah, I'm dead.
Wow, it's so subtle how he just whispered that. But we're like, Franklin.
Yo, I'm dead. Whatever, fine. Apparently, you can misinterpret whispers is how bad this show is. Franklin. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Franklin.
No, I did not hear the Aflac duck.
Yo, that's exactly what it was.
No,
It was Robot Duck.
It's a whisper. Whatever.
Franklin.
Fine. Fine.
Hot debate.
Yeah. Hot debate. Was the slot machine whispering or was it a robotic duck? You tell us.
Which ghost was it? A ghost or a robot duck ghost?
Robot duck ghost.
Yeah, he eyes the flashing machine, but he's like, oh, I guess I must do whatever, let's move on. Back in the hotel room, the Gibbs lay in their separate beds, fully clothed, sleeping.
That's what a grown adult couple does.
Franklin stares at the machine, and he hears the voice again.
Franklin.
I'm telling you. And he stares at like $14 at his table, and then the ceiling, and then the voice, Franklin. And then there's more money, and the wife is asleep, and then Franklin. More money. And Franklin's like, oh, he starts fiddling with his money. Clang, clang, clang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's counting it. And Flora's like, what are you doing? Is everything okay? And he's like, the money is, it's evil. It's tainted. I gotta get rid of it. I gotta put it back at its source in the slot machine. I gotta go.
I have to feed the money, get rid of it by feeding it into the slot machine, and then pulling the lever.
Over and over again. What's that? Could I buy a $14 sandwich in Vegas? Yeah, probably exactly $14. So we go to the casino floor, and Franklin is feeding money into the slot machine, and Flora shows up, tries to convince him to stop, but he is very agitated. Get me out of here, woman! He runs out of money, and he's like, wait, watch the machine while I go get more money. He runs over and cashes a check.
How much money does he get? It's not a lot. Like, assuming those are dollar coins.
Yeah,
he only gets like $15.
It's not a lot.
Which,
yeah.
I mean, for 1959, like middle
true.
class,
Yeah, maybe that
it might
was
be
quite a bit of money.
But, I mean, it's click-cling, click-clang, click-cling, click-clang.
And he is winning, so it's not like he's total loss.
Yeah, but like $15, how long?
That's what I mean.
That's like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Plus, he's kind of got to cash it out. I mean, that's not currency.
No, that's correct.
It's a giant. It's a giant.
But he's losing though because he keeps using the money he wins, so he doesn't have to cash anything
but
out.
I'm just saying, like, if he could avoid the entire problem by just cashing out right in the beginning, just being like, all right.
No, but those are that's real money. Those are silver dollars, dollar coins.
But it didn't look like a silver dollar. It looked like a freaking giant doubloon.
Yeah, but it's a silver dollar.
But also, aren't silver dollars just 50 cents? Like,
well, no, there's 50-cent pieces, and there's also silver dollars.
Oh boy,
he does mention that they are silver dollars at the end.
Because But, like, today, you go to a slot machine, it's, like, all digital, it's kind of boring, like, you cash out, it gives you a little paper receipt. It used to be,
some
like,
places,
all straight money.
Oh, yeah. You
got the satisfaction of if you won,
clang.
Actual coins came out,
Yeah.
like, kind of like the arcade machines where you used to be able to put in the token, and, like, it had a little, like,
the track thing, and it would push it.
Yeah, one of the push lever
it would
machine,
give you
yeah.
coins, and then they're like, nah, what if we give you tickets instead?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Give me the coins.
Right. Give me the money.
Right.
We learn that he has lost a great deal of money over the last 3 hours. Flora, keeps trying to coax Franklin to stop. But he's
Coax is a strong word.
Meekly suggest.
So, wait. Now I'm curious. When she's saying his name, is she whispering or is she screaming?
She says it. She's like, please, Franklin, you have to stop.
Franklin, dear, maybe we should stop. I mean, you have lost a lot of money, and maybe we could...
I actually know I should just correct you. She does the robot voice. Franklin, please stop, dear. Franklin. He just attacks her. Shut your mouth. You have no good luck, and you're a shrew.
Shrew.
Shrew. You're a small mouse creature. That's what a shrew is. Everyone watches, and while he loses it, and explains exactly how I love this, that they're in Las Vegas. There's casinos and slot machines and card games, and people are like, ooh, let's eye that domestic dispute over there. Let's all close in and encircle them to hear
Hell
it.
yeah!
Yo.
It's a break from losing all my money at the slot machines.
Oh, look, somebody else is doing worse than me. Good.
Yeah, you look at them and go, oh, now those guys are unlucky. But me, any second. Franklin.
Oh, those are those Franklin brand slot machines. That's what the problem was. It's just we didn't tell that guy, and he lost his shit. So he continues to play, and she continues to very politely ask him to please cease using the machine.
She's standing like 5 feet away, and every couple hours she's like, Franklin, honey. Franklin. No? Okay, just checking.
Give this woman a medal.
Yeah.
For what?
Just for being sad. She needs help. Here you go, honey. Maybe this will cheer you up. Little gold. Look at your reflection in it.
Yo, give someone a medal for standing by and doing nothing.
Well, this is all I'm saying.
It's like a regular
Clearly-
white man.
All she wants to do is gamble. She's jazzed to be there.
She would love it.
Yeah.
She didn't get to do anything.
No.
All she has to do is stand there while the person who didn't want to go
she
gets
got
to do the thing she wants to do.
She got to lose a nickel.
Yeah. It's bad times for Flora.
That's like asking someone, can you please take me to the water park? All I want to do is go to the water park. And finally they give in, and when you go there, they spend all their time building water slides. No, it's not like that at all. I'll cut that out. What's an analogy? How do those things work again?
Yo, all I know is analogies are heavily affected by dyslexia.
I mean, what is it?
Because that shit was all crisscrossed.
What are you talking about? Water parks are the perfect analogy for everything. So Franklin plays over and over and over again, cashes another check, plays some more, cashes another check, plays some more. Flora's still just standing behind him going, oh, could you? Oh, no? Oh, all right, I'm sorry. How about now? Would you like to? You wouldn't? Oh, all right.
She hasn't eaten or anything.
No.
Any crumbs that you can...
Maybe, does that slot machine give out bread?
Cut some grapes and throw it on the floor for me?
No, it's okay if you step on them first. I'll take anything. Finally, he is exhausted. Physically, like, you just, water!
Yo.
I need water!
They bring you drinks.
Yeah, I know. Well, not the losers.
Not
Not the losers.
Well, no. That's what you want to bring. Because the losers just keep losing money. Yeah, keep them there.
Apparently not. He's like, I almost got the machine beat. You just have to stick with it long enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We fade to 8 a.m. Franklin says to Flora that the machine mocks him. You put in $5, you get back 4. You put in 6, you get back 5.
Mm-hmm.
You put in 2, you get back 1.
So gambling.
But it's gotta pay off. Yeah, literally, that's how gambling works. Yeah, but it's gotta pay off eventually. He keeps playing again and again and again, and then finally Franklin goes to put in his last coin, and he pulls the handle, and it jams. And he's like, "What? Give me back my dollar, you thief! You lousy! That's my dollar. That $1, that's mine."
Yeah.
And he stands up because he realizes he's surrounded by men. And he's like, and he attacks the machine and knocks it over and starts like punching it. And the men pick him up and drag him out of the casino.
And suddenly, Flora's developed all kinds of Franklin! Oh, God!
I know that that's what you heard, but her lines are gibberish. She's like, oh my goodness, well, I can't, help me! Someone help me! Help him! Someone help him! Oh no! And then as she's leaving, like they drag him out of the casino, she's like, oh! And then grabs the door and closes it on her way out. Because I had to watch it again. I was like, wait a minute. They drag him out of the casino. She follows like crazy, but the door is shut. And I saw she kind of like hands it like, let me close that door real quick. I was like, yo.
She was raised in no barn.
I mean, the horses gamble all they want, but they shut the doors. The machine gets picked up and puts back in place, and then a sign gets put on it, out of order. Oh. Back in the hotel room. I'm surprised they didn't kick him out of the whole building. Yeah. He's got no money. They let him stay here?
Yeah. Well, they won. They can't revoke a free weekend.
Oh, that's right. That part isn't...
That's Las Vegas law. That shit's stone.
It's not like a negative.
Let's book a whole weekend and lose all our money in the first 6 hours. Wouldn't that be great?
I lost so much money. I lost a day. They took a day away from me from the package. I financially lost a day. So back in the hotel room, Franklin is laying on his back, staring at the ceiling, convincing the machine deliberately broke down because it was ready to pay out.
Oh, it was ready.
That monster! That thief! Franklin hears the machine again.
Franklin!
He starts searching for the source and keeps hearing it. He
Franklin.
opens the door, and in the hallway, gasps! There's the machine!
Franklin!
He shuts the door and he looks in the mirror, and the machine is there again, and they open the door.
No, the machine opens the door.
Oh, the machine just opens the door? Oh, that's right, yeah. It does, doesn't it? Somehow it does that. The machine opens the door.
This is the stupidest fucking
This is the
Flora doesn't see any machines. She's like, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Franklin!
Franklin!
She's literally just olive oil at this point. Fucking just flailing her spaghetti
Yes,
arms.
It's bad. She's like, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. The machine disappears, but then it appears again next to him, and he's like, ah! And it starts approaching him.
I love that it appears next to him, like in a different room, and he's like, ah, and just closes the door.
Yeah. And it starts slowly approaching him over and over with the name
Franklin! Franklin! Franklin!
He slowly backs away until
that dangerous 1950s glass where you
Yeah.
just touch it and it explodes.
Yeah.
You touch it, and it blows out, and the vacuum sucks you out with it.
She screams, "No, Franklin!" He's gone. Outside, we see he's dead. He's been up for 24 hours. This is what the police are saying. He's been up for 24 hours. A stretcher is coming in a few minutes, so everyone back to bed. Show's over.
Well, wait. So first off, the doctor has a stethoscope. Has a stethoscope. The man fell out of a freaking off the roof.
Yeah, I know.
He's got a stethoscope up to him, and he's like, "Yep, turns out he's dead."
I'm not getting a pulse in his skull, so I believe he's deceased.
Then they're like, "Oh, there's a stretcher coming in a few minutes. All right, let's leave." They just leave the body.
Yeah,
But
everybody clear out.
They don't cover
they don't
it.
even cover the body. There's no chalk. There's nothing. So people can just walk by, which is ostensibly the entrance to the casino.
Yeah.
And there's just a dead body and broken
it.
glass everywhere.
Nothing to see. Get out of here. Patrons, go back to your gambling. Owners, go back to your
Just
managing.
another drunk who couldn't handle the hard gambling
That's
of
right.
Las Vegas.
Not even worth our time. Doctors, get out of here. Police, grab your barricades as you leave. Me, go home, me. I'm not needed either. Not even here to like guard or maintain for a few minutes. No, leave. Everyone leaves. And a coin rolls up to his body, and we see the machine nearby, and he probably says his name again.
Franklin!
We get the closing narration. Mr. Frank Gibbs visited a Las Vegas who lost his money, his reason, and finally his life to an inanimate metal machine, variously described as a one-armed bandit, a slot machine, or, in Mr. Franklin Gibbs' words, a monster with a will of its own. For our purposes, we'll stick with the latter definition because we're in the Twilight Zone.
Awful.
Yo, like,
Yo.
weakest closing narration.
Well, I mean, typically there's some kind of like moral story, right?
It was just don't gamble.
Yo, you know who's the loser? Flora. Like, her life is ruined.
Yeah, those were her life savings too.
He gambled away all their life
Yeah.
savings and then died.
Plus, she's got like 2 more days to spend in that hotel.
I mean, she has nothing else. She should take it. She's got nothing else. If nothing else, she has one more day of potential paradise before she is kicked out on the streets.
How quick does his life life insurance pay out? Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh, that check cleared in time for me to get a little time on those slots.
For Madlock? Oh.
So I wanted to ask this question. I've asked this question, I think, a ton of times beforehand, but I think this is a new game I will play from now
Okay,
on.
sure.
Which is
The homeless are faking it. They have socks.
Is this the worst episode yet of The Twilight Zone?
Yeah, probably.
I think this is the worst one.
Like, what's crazy is, like, this one and the last one, The Hitchhiker, back to back. Oh, yo.
Yeah, there's some rough ones ahead.
Absolutely.
But then after like a little rough patch, which this is part of that rough patch, you got some gems.
Right.
You got some
We'll
gems.
see. Hopefully that's finally true.
It's like when to get all the good stuff in the mine, you have to, like, dig for 20 years and fill your lungs with all kinds of harmful chemicals. Then eventually you get some good stuff you could sell. Right? That's...
Cough up that asbestos from your lungs and you sell the asbestos.
Yeah.
What's next? Hollywood thinking Cap. Could you make this episode better? No. No, I don't think I
Classic.
could. I really do not think that I could. So moving on. Right? Because you guys, I don't know how to make this episode better. It was really it was 100% a do not gamble episode.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they were like, oh yeah, we got to shoehorn this in somehow.
Make it about fantasy football.
The machine is make it about
There-
That's the twist part. It's about a thing that doesn't exist yet. So
And then-
tropes and morals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. The first one is an Aesop because it was an Aesop fable.
I guess,
That's
like,
what the-
well, they're
that
saying it has a
makes sense.
moral, but I guess if the moral is don't gamble, but, like,
Yeah. What? So how was it an Aesop's?
Well,
That's what the website says. I know, but
yeah.
like, how? How was that?
I guess because there's a moral, don't gamble, it's just there's no clever tale around it. It's literally, like, it might as well just be a don't gamble sign.
Yeah, basically.
Just 26 minutes of don't gamble.
Well, that's the thing, though. If it was a don't gamble sign, it still wouldn't have made sense because Serling doesn't understand how signs work. So,
Unless it was a pro gambling. Because if you think about it, he's the one person there who's like, gambling is bad and you shouldn't do it. Then he's forced to do it, gets hooked, and then dies.
oh, good. That jerk is dead now. Everybody
Yeah,
should
now we can all gamble.
Even though he was for it at the end.
Oh, it said don't, comma, gamble.
Don't. Gamble. Insane troll logic. Which is, the money is evil.
Yeah,
But he
so
keeps
this
using
is supposed
it.
to be logic that is so crazy and backwards that it's, like, just insane. You can't even argue with it. It doesn't make any sense. So this is his, well, I gotta get rid of this money, so I'll get rid of it by feeding it back into the machine.
Oh, yeah,
which-
by doing the thing that got me the money in the first place.
What? No. Oh, what? Gambling? No, I
Not
was just
me.
gonna put the money back
I
in.
never. Jerkass, which is what
Franklin.
Franklin's character
Yeah,
was.
straight up,
Straight up
you
jerkass.
fucking degenerate shrew, you just sitting there meekly behind me, letting me gamble away everything.
Realistically, probably his only friend in the world, his
Yeah.
wife, and he's
Yup.
fucking attacking her right now.
Yep.
It's awful. And finally, one we've had before, which is sleeping single, which is when two married adults sleep in twin beds, not connected in any way.
Fully clothed.
Oh yeah, fully clothed, above the covers.
Yeah.
Finally, why would you... Well, not finally, actually. Next is why would you make this? Serling apparently celebrated his Twilight Zone television deal with a trip to Las Vegas with his wife, and she had some luck. However, he became horribly addicted to the slot machines. So, this was a documentary.
So Serling's been dead the whole time.
That's why the show sucks. Because it's written by a ghost.
It turns out when you put the pencil in the corpse's hand, nothing actually gets written.
Yeah. All right, next episode is called The Last Flight. This is the model of a Newport.
Cigarette.
Yeah, really. What is a fighter aircraft.
Weight unknown. Class
Unknown, yeah. Purpose unknown.
Her name, Newport.
Vintage
Flavors.
World War One. All right, so this is the model of a Newport, a fighter aircraft, vintage World War One. Next week, it's flown on a patrol over France in 1917, and its pilot discovers that time has passed him by. Kenneth Haig stars next week in Richard Matheson's exciting story of The Last Flight on the Twilight Zone. We hope you'll join us. Thank you and good night.
Yeah.
You remember this one?
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay,
I remember this
yeah.
one. It's one of the many. Let's take off in a plane and time travel.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm going to just wild card guess and say that he refuses to believe that he is in the future, but then he does, and he accepts it, and he can finally live his life, and then it turns out it's 1939 and World War II has started.
Not far off.
Yeah?
Not far off. I mean, like, there's some basics that are correct, but
This one's a weird one.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. This one's a weird one.
All right,
Because
yeah.
it's one of those ones where it's like, it's weird. You'll see where you're like, oh, you will know exactly what's going on in the first 5 minutes, and then suffer through another 15, and then by the end you'll be like, none of that makes sense of what, like, none of this makes sense.
Okay. So then basically what you're saying is it turns out it's World War I again.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, I think what you're saying is that it turns out it's actually W Bean W2. I have been harassing him with that all week. I keep sending him memes and shit. And, I know it's World War II, but where's the beans? Like,
but where's the beans?
yeah.
The worst part is I don't even remember saying it.
You didn't technically. You said WBW2 and we heard beans, so we went with it.
Yeah.
And now it's your quote.
Yep.
Oh, WB W2.
Yeah, don't you just want to picture like an old World War II soldier going, "Where's the beans?"
Well, you're a propagandist, so get on that. Right. So yeah, it turns out there's a war again.
Yeah. Turns out it's beans.
It was beans all
The
along.
whole time.
The whole time it was beans.
The whole time.
I flew out of that airstrip in France with a cargo 100 cans of beans, and I landed with nary a one.
Me and my young legumes.
I ate them all.
We went in there. We went in there, boys, and only a few of us came out men. The horrors of Bean Harbor.
We went in boys. We came out beans.
Oh, it was a baked massacre. A Boston baked massacre.
That one's gotta go. That one cannot stay.
Oh, right. That's why I recognized those words in that order.
That one's not.
That's why. I remembered those words in that order.
No.
Couldn't remember why. Now I do.
It'll come to you in a second.
So, VictoryProWrestling.com.
Victory Pro Wrestling returns live on May 11th or June 8th.
Probably
You
June 8th.
pick. Could be both.
I think the 11th probably already happened.
Yeah, whatever one comes before the other. You should check it out. Stuff's gonna happen. I'll be there. I'm the king. I'm the greatest. Me and Puppet Delta. Come check it out. VictoryProWrestling.com for further details. You can follow me on Twitter at DJ Delta. Or not.
It
Do whatever
really
you want.
ran out of steam there at the end.
Yeah, it's still America.
Yeah, this is still America. You do what you want.
Also, everyone's short-winded.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yes, you can follow me at Atomic Huge. That's huge with an E-O-G. E-U-G. Wow. Fuck that one up. But, more importantly, you can check out all of Battlestar Galactica on Hulu right now. And you can watch on Shudder Wolf Guy starring Sonny Chiba, the 1975 beat-em-up Wolf Guy. Fantastic movie.
Did you say beat 'em up?
Yes, that's what he said. Beat him up. You beat those boys right up.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I am leaving.
That 1970 beat 'em up genre, that shit was out of control.
I'm not okay with this.
You better watch yourself, boy. You're gonna get slathered. Slathered in beans.
Doesn't even make any sense. Not sense at all.
Oh my god. I think my favorite movie from that time was Bean Cop.
I'll take my justice refried.
Oh, man. So, yeah, those are all your plugs, right? Go watch the Beans.
Yeah, that was it.
Go watch Beans on Hulu.
That's it. Also, go to www.ymt.com for all things Why Would You Make This, where you can download and listen to episodes for free if you don't like using iTunes or Google Play or anywhere else that you just happen to stumble upon and stuff on the internet. I don't know, it happens sometimes.
Also, we got a YouTube. Tell about the YouTube.
It's pretty good.
Hey.
Is it?
Ah.
You tell us.
It's gonna get better.
Hot debate. Is our YouTube good? I think so. I might be wrong. You tell us.
You tell us, but you gotta watch everything first to
If
tell us.
we're good. YouTube says that we have 2,000 subscribers, but they fudge the numbers up by like
1997.
Yeah, no, it's like it's over 1.5K, so they just fudge it up to 2.
Oh, all right. Well, shit. Might as well just make it 5.
Yeah, why not 10? Hey,
Yeah.
hey, just sponsor me. I got 1 million followers. Why not?
That's our YouTube. The only place where you can currently see sad gram cams.
That's
not true.
The only place where you can currently see a puppet being hanged in the forest. That is true. That is real.
Yo, it's great.
We need to do more stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because people talk about that like a lot to me. They mention it a lot. Way more than I am comfortable with. I'm starting to regret it.
They keep mentioning it, and then I tell them to stop it, and then they say, well, they're going to mention it to the cops, and I say, please stop it.
Yeah, so check out the YouTube by searching Why Would You Make This? Our intro music is Falling If You're Loved by Kill Paris. And for Huge and J Delta, I am Jimmy Time. Please remember that without the mistakes of others, we'd be forced to endure the pain of failure ourselves. Support the arts. The preceding recording is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed in this podcast do not necessarily represent the views of Why Would You Make This, its owners, employees, or associates.